Hey, what is up everybody? It is nowonshall coming back at you with another Star Trek Fleet Command video today. This is the day before launch day of TOS Arc 2. This video is about TOS Arc 2. I'm going to give you as much information I can. It's going to be a little more analytical because I don't have as much assets to work with as I normally do right before launch days. But I'm going to try to fill you in as much as possible to what is coming up in the game, to what we know is coming up in the game, to understand what we're in for in this next arc. It is promising for some players. It is promising in general, I think. It's another one of those ones where we're like, cool. So, shall we get into the video? But before that, sorry, my face is going, I'm clicking around. But before that, before we get into the video, remember to hit the like, that subscribe button, that bell notification down below. Remember, there is a Discord link. If you hit that see more button, come down there, come join the Discord. And under that is a donation link if you guys want to actually donate and help out. And beyond that, there is a join button. You can come over for $2, $5, $10, $20 a month. If you guys want to help the channel out, I'd greatly appreciate it. So as we get into the video, we're going to look at the new officers first. And then after that, we're going to go over some graphs. I know, graphs. But let's go to the desktop. Boom. We are on the desktop. And let me verify I'm having so many windows up at once. So here's the first video of, I believe, let's see which one's on. TOS Bones, but TOS McCoy goes by. And as you see, his ability is called Just an Old Country Doctor. Come on. Boom. Here's his one is, if the ship is an explorer, TOS McCoy increases the attack, defense, and health of all officers by 20% on the bridge. And then let's click through. And here's his write-up. And I'm not going to read it out because everyone hates my reading abilities on the screen. I'm not the best at it. We all know that. But it gives you a whole little brief synopsis of them. And let's skip ahead to the other part, his secondary ability, which is interesting. When defending, TOS Leonard McCoy increases the ship deflection, armor, and dodge by 300%. So if you're getting attacked, he basically acts like Zhao. That's basically it for him. And there's the normal one that we went over already. It says it's just attack and defense as he's a captain. But now let's go into TOS Sulu. So here we go looking at Sulu. And dude, why does that look like a lightsaber? And his abilities. So his captain abilities, I'll protect you as a captain. And if the ship is explorer and has morale, TOS Sulu increases its crit chance by 6%. Let's skip ahead. Here's the write-up. You guys pause it here and look at it. We're going to go beyond that. And there's his captain ability. Sorry, that was his officer ability. Here's his captain. His captain abilities at the start of each round. TOS Sulu has a chance of inspiring morale by 55%. It can go up as you do synergy with them, or it can be 55%. You have another potential morale officer, but at a lower chance than TOS Kirk and normal Kirk at this point in the game. They are promising officers, to say the least. And we can go to, I wonder if this is the one that's an interesting one right here. So if the ship's explorer has morale, TOS Sulu increases crit chance by 6%. That one's going to be interesting because this one's basically, it looks like this ship is going to be, or this officer is going to be based around explorers, basically enterprises. That's what it's looking like they're tailored around. But we can always find use case scenarios for these kind of officers in the game, like we found with the Augur. If you have TOS Kirk and TOS Uhura on there, and then you throw Giorgio on the side, it becomes a devastating ship against explorers. So check that out. So our next amount of information, our digestible information that we have, is not even picture-based. It is, boom. So there is, let me open my listing up. There is going to be, this is an interesting one. There's going to be 62 new researchers out there for 40 plus. I know you guys are going to be like, why is this going to be 40 plus related? The last arc that we were on, the TOS Arc 1, brought in researchers for the core audience. You guys, most of you guys. And now they're adding 40 plus research to make it a little more easier to live at these levels. You guys can scan through these and look for them. There's going to be a few new primes. So we're going to have prime battleship manufacturing, exploring manufacturing, interceptor manufacturing, survey manufacturing, and these are G4 related. But the two that aren't G4 related are going to be right here. Apex construction speed, apex research speed, but they're gated at start of 35, and they're only required the apex medals. And then here's a little bit more of the research. You guys can go through it, pause the screen, see what's out there, which ones you guys like, what you guys are interested in. And let's go down to our next one. This one was actually made by DJ. Thank you, DJ. You get the credit for this. So in this next TOS Arc 2, there is a whole host of G4 baseline reductions. And what do you mean by baseline? So the repairs are going to drop significantly for some of these ships to make them more usable in combat. So let's go look where I'm at. Where's my Katinga? So right here, let's zoom in. Katinga right here. So here is the information on it. Let's slide over. So a tier 4 Katinga is going to be dropped down about approximately 70% of a change on that one. So my tier 4 Katinga, which I have right now, it's 130 million to repair it. Now it's going to be dropped about 70%. So estimated 40-50 million to reuse the ship, and it's going to become a little bit easier. But as you get bigger in level, the reduction is a lot less than it was, if you see what I mean. So you guys can look at this, pause it here, actually look into it. It's an interesting thing they added for the G4 economy, and it's one of those ones that it's nice because the G4 player community, whale community, have been having these ships that cost massive to repair, and now they're doing a change on it. So if we look at the Vortivore, I have a tier 3 Vortivore. I think I destroyed it once. It gets reduced by 52%, but it still doesn't make it usable for raiding, because if it gets destroyed while raiding, that's 50 million down the drain on Trid alone. But it's one of those interesting ones that they're adding to the game. And then let's get into the next part of the video. Let me open back my OBS so I can see myself. So I'm going to zoom in on this. This is one of the new hostiles that are coming in the game. They're called Doomsday Worms. And you guys are like, what's Doomsday Worms? You have to find out. They're a new hostile that came into the game, which I think is quite interesting. And I'm going to pull my list down a little bit so I can read it. So we have the 2 new officers coming into the game. And then we have Second Builder coming into the game. And you guys are going to be asking, what is Second Builder? No one. Second Builder allows you to have a building to build 2 buildings at once, but it's going to cost something. It's going to cost, but it is relatively cheap. When you guys see it, you're like, oh, that's not bad. I'll be able to build 2 buildings at once for this low cost. It's relatively cheap, and it's cheap. Trust me, it's cheap. It's money related, but it is cheap. So now we're getting down to brass tacks. Right here is going to be there's going to be new types of event coming in. They're going to be called ticketed events. There is going to be a ticketed event every day. You'll have a ticket for free every day through the event, but there'll be 3 events per day ticketed. And if you want to participate in any of the other 2 per day, you'd have to purchase a pack for these. So you're going to have a choice to pick one of the 3 if you're a free-to-play player, or you're somebody that doesn't want to buy the tickets yourself. And you have a choice of 3 events. You pick one, you can't participate in the other 2. But if you pay the X amount of money for the full arc of tickets, then you can have 3 events per day that offer premium rewards. These aren't normal events, they're gonna have premium rewards. And they're gonna have several packs out there for this. I'm not gonna give you the exact numbers until it's out there, but they're gonna have ranging packs. So there's gonna be a range. The next thing is, yeah, like I said, I wrote in my thing, is there's going to be premium rewards for it. There's going to be 3 events per day. There's going to be 1 that's free. And you get to buy a pack for the other 2 in that day. And these new officers that come into the game are going to have a new, I'll show you, it's easier this way. Let's go into the game. And I'm going to use the current game for what it is, even though it's a day before. But if we go down here, we go to recruits. We have this TOS or this Discovery Recruit Pack. There's going to be one just like that for the TOS officers. There's going to be missing a few for the next couple days, I want to say. It's going to be missing a few for the next couple days, or missing a few for a while, but you'd have the base amount of TOS officers in there, so you have a chance to unlock them. That's about it for this one. I know this is rather short. I know it's not that much information. that was able to given out, but I'm working with the information I have on hand. I know I don't have the pretty graphics of like, here's all of them, but that's 64 of them, so that's a lot of information to actually go through. But it's as much as we can. There's a lot of information to disseminate. Once the events come out, once the arc fully comes out, we'll be able to go over the arc and understand of what these nuances are going to be and what the information is for these arcs. So I can't wait to show you guys more information as it comes out, as it trickles out. But this video is coming out right as the arc, or right as the servers go down and the servers update, and then we'll get the arc and we'll be able to talk more about it, give you some more information, talk about the events, talk about all that jazz. So stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that bell notification down below. Don't forget to share this with your alliance. Share this with everybody. Share it, and we'll pass knowledge on to you guys. And remember to hit that see more button. Come join my Discord to keep frequent updates of this. And below that is a donation. If you want to help and you appreciate what I do, it is down there. And if you want to help the channel out on a monthly basis and get a shout out at the end of the videos, go hit that join button. Become a member for $2, $5, $10, or $20 a month. I greatly appreciate it. I'm excited for this arc. It's going to get better as time progresses. Each arc is getting really good, and I'm loving it. All right, guys. It is No One Shall signing out. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.